So before I start, I'm just gonna apologize for how hoarse my voice is. It's definitely like the weather is changing and I have a sinus infection or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, sorry that I sound kind of foghorny. Um, so this is my final video. I'm really excited to watch all of you guys' final video and see how everything went. So I guess let me go ahead and dive in. Let me just take a look really quick and read over the questions to make sure I cover everything. Okay, so I guess I'll just start by, tracking back a little bit and introducing my client. For those of you who have watched my other videos, my client is Black Creek Medical Consultants, which is an ENT office, but also they have an aesthetics division, which is like laser hair removal, Botox fillers, all those kinds of things. So really the challenge that was presented by my client is the aesthetics division has been open for a year, and up until now, everything has run as one entity. So like the office is not split. Patients enter through the same door. When they call to book, their laser hair appointment, they're having to sit on hold for sometimes up to 10 minutes because so many people are calling for the doctor's office portion of it. They sit in the same waiting room as someone that's getting their tonsils out. So everything has just been like one unit. And the challenge that we faced was, that was causing us to lose business in some way because a lot of people don't want to come to have a spa type service or an aesthetic cosmetic service in a doctor's office. So we really wanted to try and separate the two. And when I say separate, I mean, on social media, we're even in the process of getting quotes to actually have like a separate entrance to the office, a separate reception desk, everything. So the challenge presented was just to begin to separate the entities. I should also add that I think like a side challenge is that my position I created, I've been there for about a year and I'm about to leave to start grad school. So I've been trying to kind of formulate like steps for the next person that comes in. So like, this is what we do this day of the month. Like, this is when you do this report. This is when like you post the specials to this. You make sure you email the specials to the Chamber of Commerce so they can put it on their Facebook page. All those things. So there were kind of two challenges presented. Just, separation and tidying everything up, I would say. So implementation of the promotional campaign. So all of this was happening, all of these changes are happening at a really good time because, December is one of like the biggest retail months of the year. You have Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then also December just happens to be our 1-year anniversary month. So we really wanted December to be the month that the public started seeing the separation. And how we have done that is for Black Friday, that was one of the first things that came, since that technically is still in November. And the whole last week, I kind of mentioned in my last video, I completely reworked our website, which was so challenging because, it was funny. She asked me to add the new services that we got because we did get a bunch of new lasers as part of like our anniversary thing. New services, thousands of dollars worth of new equipment. So we need to make sure that we're like advertising so we can get this paid off. And she was like, we write like copy for treatment A, B, C, and D. And then like I started was realizing that like my voice wasn't matching the old content on the website. And so I ended up rewriting the whole website. It ended up being like 32 pages of stuff. It was just crazy. So that's one thing. The website is now concise. Another thing is we have an online store where we sell all of our products. We launched this a few months ago, but it's not really been pushed. And I think Black Friday was amazing because every hour on the hour, we released like a special, and every post directed the people, sorry, my throat's really hurting, directed the people right back to our online store. So I got our online store a lot of traffic. A lot of people sign up for our email blast when they got to the website because we have a pop-up that comes up. So that was really cool. And to go like a little deeper into our Black Friday, what we did, something we've never done before is, right now we don't have the capability for online booking. And we were closed on Friday. So I was kind of like, well, a lot of our specials that are going to need to be purchased on Friday are services that need to be booked. No one's going to be at the office at the reception desk. So I created vouchers and made a menu option on our website or our online store that said like service vouchers. So this was the first time we've ever had people be able to purchase like a service online. And services are thousands of dollars sometimes, especially packages. So we were not really sure like if people were gonna feel comfortable doing that. And we made $3,000. And it was my idea, so I felt really good to be responsible for $3,000 of income for the office. Um, so that was just implementation of like getting our website out there, and our website is called Black Creek Aesthetics. So that's like a whole new branch. So that was really, really awesome. And we saw a lot of response. And a lot of people were like asking questions like, I didn't know you guys did this. And then we could like explain and list out like our services. So that was really, really cool. And then today is December 2nd, right? Yeah, I'm not at work today. But my assistant, Morgan, she's also the new esthetician that we hired. And she's announcing, we're going to make a video and it's like announcing her arrival. And we're also going to announce the build out. So that's really exciting. That's happening today. And that's kind of like what we've done so far to start separating the entities. An actual separation in the office. We brought an entirely new staff member. She's being introduced today. And then we've done all of these marketing materials that completely, or marketing strategies that completely separate our services from the ENT side. And, we have a separate Instagram now, a separate website, online store. So I really think that through the course of this project and through the course of this class, it's just been really cool to like be able to document what's going on in real time in my life. If I was to do this again, I think I would just honestly start the online vouchers earlier, because after we saw how many people purchased online, we were like, oh my gosh, we don't have a hosting site right now that allows us to do online booking that can integrate, but we're looking towards the future to getting that. But until then, all of our monthly specials now we're going to start putting online that you can purchase vouchers. So I think I would just like go back and be a little more innovative. So convenience is more of an option, because if there's anything I realize is that people just like, which is really what started this conversation of why we need to separate, is because people don't want to wait on the phone for 15 minutes because, the medical office patients are trying to get through. People don't want to sit in a waiting room where people are coughing and sneezing, and people want to be able to book without having to call. So if I could go back, I would put the word convenience, underline it, bold it. That would be really what I focused on. Application for my life. What I learned from this project is that everyone is really just figuring it out. Because through this build out of the office, through the changing of the website, having to talk to graphic designers, having to get new equipment in, having equipment delayed, like, you can only do your job if you by depending on someone else. And sometimes I get really stressed out because I am young in a position that like I'm dealing with mostly older adults. So I sometimes feel underqualified, even though I'm not. But really everyone is just like trying to get by. There are a lot of things that I wasn't able to get done in a week's time before we went on holiday break because someone else didn't do their job. And that's not to like, be mean about them, because they were probably depending on someone else too. So I guess just like understanding the food chain of events is that you can have all your ducks in a row, but if the next step doesn't have their ducks in a row, your time frame will need to be adjusted. So that leads me to the second thing, is how to adjust. Our Black Friday deals changed like 9 times, just because we would brainstorm something and I would start designing, start getting the concept ready, and run into an error. Same with the vouchers. We had to create vouchers because we realized that we weren't going to be open on Friday when people were going to be trying to purchase. So I think just being flexible, realizing you are going to have to depend on other people, so having backup plans is important. I do think this project really helped me feel qualified because I had to like put everything out on paper, so that was really good. All right, well, that's pretty much my results, and I think that just in general, making $3,000 from one launch really was just great results. So, and that's just like the monetary revenue side of it. Like we had probably close to like 20 new patients, and those are people that can continue to come back because the services they're engaging in come in packages. So I'm really excited. This has been a great project for me. So thanks for watching.